A goose chase. Metaphysical drama, supernatural thriller. Characters. The sender, high-strung, razor-sharp suit, ice-cold precision, eyes that haven't slept in days. The alchemist, calm, grounded, earthy tones, hands that know plants and people. The entity, the curse made visible, jagged black smoke that hunts like it has a pulse. Urn, dark office, night. A single sentence can ruin a life. The sender sits alone in a glass and steel office that feels like a mausoleum. The only light is a monitor's sickly flicker. Their jaw ticks, their breath is clipped, like they're biting down on something that won't go away. On the desk, a jagged obsidian stone, blacker than the window behind it. The sender presses the stone to their palm as if it's a detonator. Sender, knife quiet. Go. They slap a photo onto the desk. The alchemist in a sunlit studio, surrounded by plants, peace practically dripping off the frame. The sender's eyes burn with the kind of envy that pretends it's justice. Sender, peel back their calm, tear down their peace until all that's left is the shadow of what I feel. They slam the stone onto the photo. A sound like a match struck underwater. Black, oily smoke erupts, the entity, jagged and hungry, twisting as if it remembers every cruel word that ever fed it. It slithers across the desk, drips over the edge, and shoots out the cracked window like it's following an invisible cord. The sender exhales, relieved, as if sending darkness away means you're free of it. Scene 2, the befriending. Interior, the alchemist's studio, day. Warm light, clean air, a room alive with plants, lavender, rosemary, trailing ivy. Sun pours in like a blessing with no agenda. The alchemist trims lavender with slow care. Their hands are steady, practiced, not rushed by urgency, not seduced by control. In the corner, the shadows stretch too far. The entity gathers itself and lunges, hissing, serrated, aimed for the alchemist's back like a predator that's done this before. The alchemist doesn't flinch. They turn, not startled, aware, like they felt the room's vibration change. No shield, no spell circles, no panic. Just an open hand, palm up, inviting. Alchemist, soft, almost tender. You're far from home, little spark. The entity freezes mid-hunt, confused by the absence of fear. You were born of a heavy heart, weren't you? The smoke quivers. Its jagged edges wobble, like it's suddenly unsure what it is. The alchemist closes their eyes and hums, low, resonant, a frequency you feel in your ribs more than you hear. The plants seem to lean in, as if the room recognizes the tone. I see the shape they gave you. But shape isn't truth. Your energy seeking a place to land. The entity trembles. It tries to surge forward again. Habit, programming. But the hum steadies it, as if the air itself is saying, you don't have to bite to exist. A beat. The alchemist breathes in, slow, then exhales directly into the smoke. The black oil shimmers. The jagged edges soften. Darkness thins into translucence, then warms, turning to golden amber mist like sunlight caught in breath. The entity collapses into a small, luminous sphere. Not harmless, powerful, but no longer poisoned. The alchemist smiles, not triumphant, compassionate. There you are. Not a weapon, not a monster, just wild. They cradle the sphere in the air between their hands, like holding a living secret. In old Celtic stories, the Holy Spirit was called the wild goose, an giaglas, unpredictable, untamed, not something you cage, not something you aim. They look at the golden sphere. Alchemist, you can't stay, this house is full. Go back to the one who knows your name, and show them what you've become. The alchemist leans forward and gently blows. A soft chime, playful, almost mischievous. The golden sphere zips out the window like it's chasing a destiny. Urn. Scene 3, the return. Interior dark office, later. The sender paces like a storm trapped in human skin. They check their watch, swipe their phone, clench and unclench their fist. Their face is pulled tight, exhaustion has moved in, dark circles under their eyes. The cost of the casting is collecting interest. Sender. It should have worked by now. Why don't I feel their fall? A faint glow seeps up between the floorboards. The sender stops cold. The light grows, golden, warm, invasive. It doesn't creep like smoke. It arrives like truth. Sender. What is that? No. I sent shadow. This isn't mine. The door opens without being touched. The entity flows in, now radiant, golden, almost holy in its brightness. It doesn't strike. It suckles the sender like a planet around a sun it doesn't trust. The sender swings at it, swat, shove, deny. Their hand passes through it. The light sinks into the sender's chest, heavy as consequence. Sender, gasping. It's too bright. It's heavy. The obsidian stone on the desk fractures with a sharp crack, splitting clean down the middle like a vow that can't hold. The sender collapses into their chair, pinned not by force, but by feeling. Whatever they launched comes back stripped of its target and ready for processing. Not punishment, physics. A boomerang made of intention. Urn. Scene 4, the lesson. XT Alchemist's garden, continuous. The alchemist stands by the studio window, watching the distant city skyline. Far away, a single office glows gold for a moment, like a flare in the dark. The alchemist's voice is calm, certain. Alchemist, VO. Every strike is a boomerang. In some traditions, they call it the law of return, threefold, vibrational, inevitable. Call it mysticism, call it psychology. Either way, what you release doesn't disappear. It circles back. A pause. Alchemist, VO. If you're tired of living caged, choosing safety over calling, stop weaponizing your pain. Chase the wild goose instead. Let the untamed part of you lead you somewhere truer. The garden leaves move in a light wind, like something unseen just passed through. Alchemist, VO. Now, what are you sending out today? And are you ready to receive it? Fade to black.